So I said I'd give you a quick introduction to some of the social media accounts that I run, just so we can get to know each other. And what I'd really love to do is for you to give me a bit of an overview of yours, or just link them in the chat. So here we go. This is my main day job. This is Harland Works, harlandworks.co.uk, and it's a building that has lots of different tenants in it. It's fantastic. We've got pottery and a bow maker. Amazing. There aren't many in the country. That's Chris. Monica, who does yoga. We've got an amazing person that creates knitting plans. We had a bakery. They've just moved out, actually. They've expanded, and we're now going to get an optician moving in, which is one of our other businesses. So there you go. That's the website. That gives you a bit of an introduction. And here we go. We run most of our promotions, or most of our social media for the building, Harland Works, happens on Twitter. So this is us on Twitter. Here we go. And, you know, perhaps if you are on Twitter yourself, it'd be great if you go and follow us, and then we can follow you back and have a bit of a conversation. And I am home, got lots of children at home, trying to avoid being seen on camera. So it's a bit noisy at times. So this is our Twitter account. And just recently, we've had an amazing thing happen last week, where we discovered, I don't know if it'll let me see it. Yeah, we took an old sign down and discovered an original sign underneath it. My thing's in the way, I can't do this. So this is what the sign used to look like on the front of the building. And I took some photos of the signs being taken down, and it's actually revealed underneath the old name, which was Clifton Works, FD Hogan, and I can't remember, Sons is a company actually, saw manufacturers, and there's this lovely thing on the end, etc. Anyway, if you have a look on our Twitter account, see if I can get back there now. This has done really well, this post, and you'll see it's been really popular. So go have a look around there, see what you think of our Twitter account, and give us a follow if you're on Twitter. Same for Facebook. Now, actually, I have to confess, Facebook is not my favourite place. Definitely on it because it's really important. It's not even an option. It's just such an important place to be for businesses. If I had my choice, let's exit that page. If I had my choice, I wouldn't be on it. I'm not really on it personally. No, that's not even enjoying letting me be on there now while I'm live with you. That's how much Facebook loves me. Come back to me, all is forgiven. No. That's a message, that is. Me and Russia were blocked. But you just have to get your head around it and get to grips with being on Facebook. So have a look at our Facebook account and like and follow us when you're on Facebook, and we will we'll follow you back. And then we're on Instagram as well. With Instagram, one of my tenants had actually taken the Harland Works handle, so I had to have the Harland Works HQ, so it's a little bit annoying. There you go. And have a dig around and see the sorts of things that we're posting on our Twitter account, on our Instagram account. I am on LinkedIn, but I have to also confess that I'm not very, I haven't really got my head around LinkedIn yet, but it is a really important platform to be in, and it's something that we will develop soon. It's on my very urgent to-do list. And I'm going to invite someone to come have a chat about LinkedIn in the group, which I thought would help us all to up our game on LinkedIn. So those are the main accounts I'm running for Harland Works. We've also got 2 other businesses, which I'll do a separate little talk about in case these get too long. And for Harland Works, my 5 content themes are, I do one which is the buying one. So I do posts which are all around how to be a tenant at Harland Works, and all the questions that people might have in their minds before they want to join, like what's the community like, How do the leases work? What sort of units do we have? And what sort of people are already here? So I do post on those topics a lot. I do posts that support my tenants. So I talk about my tenants. If they're posting, we share it. I feature one of them every month. I do use my social media to support what they're doing. And I love doing that. It's really good fun to do that. The other thing I do is I talk about our community, that where we are. So I talk about our neighbours. We've got some great neighbours, Portland Works. We've got some really interesting charities around us. And we will do posts about them and also to support them if they're doing anything. We do posts about, and also posts around, it's this sort of concept of being a good neighbour and being part of a community that's important part of this business. I do posts around the building, and it's the work that we're doing on the building. So we're refurbing a unit, we'll post about that. We're uncovering the sign, we'll post about that. I'm planning the garden, I'll post about that. So that's another core strand that happens all the time. And then I also do posts around topics of interest for small business people. So we do posts around, I get people to do some talks around branding or how to run your accounts or how to do your social media. So content that I feel is of interest to my audience, I do posts around that. So those are my five sort of core themes, and each of those gives me loads of opportunity to do posts. So they're quite rich territory, but it gives a bit of identity and consistency to our social media feeds. And it also makes it easier when I'm sitting down to plan the week to think, right, what am I going to do this week? Although actually we plan by months, but I'll come on to that later. You can stick with weeks if you're just starting out and find that hard. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to stop there in case this is too long, and I'll talk about my other ones in another post. But looking forward to hearing about yours.